One call changed everything beginning. A sunny morning in a big city, street noise, people hurrying about, and among them, the main character of our story, Oleksandr. He is a young man accustomed to stability. Every day follows the same routine. Morning coffee, work at the office, and evening in front of the TV. He does not complain about his life, but deep down he feels that something is missing. Today seems like an ordinary day. Oleksandr sits in his office, reviewing documents when suddenly his phone rings. An unfamiliar number. He hesitates but decides to answer. "Hello?" he says calmly. On the other end of the line, there is heavy breathing, then a slightly anxious female voice. "Is this Oleksandr? Are you the son of Mykola Stepanovich?" His heart clenched. He had not spoken to his father for a long time. They had drifted apart after an argument years ago. "Yes. What happened?" "Your father," the voice trembled. "He's in the hospital. His condition is critical." Oleksandr felt the ground slip from under his feet. He grabbed his jacket and ran out of the office without another thought. Middle. The hospital smelled of medicine and sterility. Oleksandr quickly found the ward where his father lay. He looked exhausted, but upon seeing his son, he gave a weak smile. "You came," he whispered. Oleksandr sat by the bed, trying to hide his emotions. "What happened, Dad?" Mykola sighed heavily. "My heart. The doctors say I don't have much time left." These words hit like thunder on a clear day. Oleksandr could not believe he might lose his father. "I regret," his father added quietly. "I regret that we didn't talk for so long." Oleksandr felt a storm of emotions inside him. All those years of estrangement, arguments, misunderstandings. Was it all worth it? He took his father's hand. "I regret it too, Dad. Let's forget the past." Mykola squeezed his son's hand and closed his eyes. He looked exhausted but happy. Turning point. In the following days, Oleksandr barely left the hospital. He spent time with his father, talking about everything. Childhood, the good old days, things they had never managed to discuss. He learned that his father had been saving money all his life to leave something for his son's future, but never found a way to tell him. One morning, the doctor entered the ward and said, "There is a chance for recovery if we find a donor for a heart transplant." Oleksandr did not hesitate to respond. "What needs to be done? I am ready for anything." The doctor explained that finding a suitable donor was difficult, but there was a chance to get into a special program. Oleksandr dropped everything and started searching for options. Friends, acquaintances, even strangers. He reached out to everyone who could help. A few weeks later, a donor was found. The operation was complex but successful. When his father woke up, his eyes were filled with tears. "You saved me, son." Conclusion. Several months passed. Oleksandr and his father no longer repeated the mistakes of the past. They spent time together, laughed, shared their lives. That call, which once seemed random, became the beginning of a new chapter in their story. Oleksandr realized the most important thing. Never postpone important words for later. Life is unpredictable, and one call truly can change everything.